Today we're going to be taking a look at a recent order I got from Canvas Champ. Let's get to it. So I ordered 3 canvases. One was a 24 by 36 1/2 depth, a 20 by 30 1/2 depth, and a 16 by 20 1/2 depth. One thing to keep in mind when ordering from Canvas Champ is to leave yourself some room for shipping. It's most likely going to come from India, so if you need it now, find somebody local. But if you want to save some money and get a really good canvas and you don't need it right now, go for it. One thing I see a lot of canvas companies doing now is offering museum quality canvas or museum quality ink, and you're going to pay a really high premium for those things. And I don't personally know anyone that can see or feel or smell or taste the difference between any of those anyways, so I don't mind paying a lower price, getting a decent quality product, and then putting an acrylic epoxy over top of it anyways to give it a nice mirror finish. You're gonna save a lot of money and it's gonna look just as good and nobody's gonna know the difference. So here's a quick unboxing I did the day I got it in. Main concern was dented corners, but they had these little foam corner protectors that kept it from getting damaged or messed up. The first canvas I unwrapped was the 24 by 36. Let's take a look. I think it turned out really great. The colors were just the way I edited it. The finish is really nice and clean. This image is actually hanging up in one of my clients' offices right now. It's right there when you open the door. It's a great statement piece. Everybody loves it and it fits the theme of the room perfectly. One thing to note is I didn't put any of the extra luster or sheen finishes on top of the canvas. It's only an extra $5 or $10 I think, but I think it looks great without it. And like I said, a lot of the times I'll put the acrylic epoxy on anyways, so it wouldn't need it. Next, I unwrapped the 20 by 30 image that was inside of the last canvas. Let's take a look. Custom size, and what I mean is it wasn't one of their standard sizes that you can pick from the drop down menu. I manually selected the width and the height to match the crop ratio that I had set for this image. I was a bit worried because I've been on other canvas websites, and as soon as you veer away from their standard sizing categories, the price jumps through the roof. But with Canvas Champ, it was reasonably priced right there in between the sizes above and below it. Another thing I really love about their website is their options for the border wrap. I chose the mirror image wrap because the way I crop my images is the way that I want people to see them. Your image is cropped correctly, but for the wrap, they mirror flip that last 1.5 inches and wrap it around the side. And surprisingly, not a lot of the other canvas companies offer that, even some of the more expensive ones. The last image I unwrapped was a 16 by 20. It was a more square profile than the rest. Let's take a look. My wife loves that image. We're gonna hang it up in the house somewhere, maybe in here, maybe somewhere else. It was actually one of the first photos I took on a photo walk I did after I got my A7 III with a buddy of mine down in Tallahassee and St. Mark. It was actually a one-off image that I took and didn't like the composition until I got home and put it in Lightroom and put on some really good music to edit to, and it turned out really good. I think it looks like a scene from a video game or something. I could see Batman down there like busting heads and all that crazy stuff he does, like with the batarangs and stuff. And then he's got that I don't know, man. He does some crazy stuff. And another thing that I really like is they put this hard backing behind the canvas to prevent any damage from punctures or otherwise, and it's something you don't see a lot of other companies doing either. It's just that extra step that makes them that little bit better than everyone else. Alright, so I've got so many good things to say about Canvas Champ. What about the bad? The only thing I can really think of is the shipping. If you have a client that needs it right now, you might want to find someone more local, or at least here in the States, to get it within the week. Now, I do have to mention I did have an issue with them in the past where I ordered a print for an art gallery and it had a wrinkle kind of down the middle of the print, and I messaged them, sent them a picture and said, hey, I really need this print to be perfect. They said no problem. They sent out another one. It got here in a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it had the same issue in a different location and a little less noticeable. But it was a little annoying that they would have the same issue twice on the same order. But after getting an order of 3 prints with 0 issues or scratches or anything, I feel like they're getting on top of their game, so good job, guys. If this video has helped you out in any way, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and let me know in the comments if you plan on using Canvas Champ, if you've used them in the past, or if you've used somebody else and they're way better. Because I'm not brand loyal, I'll totally go somewhere else if it'll save me a couple bucks. But until next time, guys, see ya. I'm Batman. I'm here to bust heads and not kill people. And my voice sounds like this.